Chairman Tuberville, Senator Ranking Member Blunt Rochester, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. And I applaud the HELP Committee's focus on how our nation can better achieve educational results. As you know, our K-12 education system is in crisis with abysmal academic outcomes. America ranked 22nd for fourth grade math and 20th for eighth grade math, according to the latest TEMS results, with widening gaps between scores for top and bottom performing students. We ranked 26th in math in the most recent PISA results, with our lowest score ever recorded. Our international rankings are embarrassing, and our nation's report card, or NAEP scores, are heartbreaking. Despite spending nearly $19,000 per pupil and $190 billion in supplemental COVID-era funds, 70% of students aren't proficient in reading or math. 40% of eighth graders lack basic math skills, which means that they can't find the midpoint on a number line. 40% of fourth graders can't grasp basic reading concepts, like recognizing the main idea in a story. One major driver of academic freefall isn't talked about enough, and that's the pernicious influence of school unions. The National Education Association and the American Federation of Teachers operate more like political machines than education advocates. They prioritize power over student success. They block the student-centered priorities that we're talking about here today, and they push an extreme cultural agenda while funneling taxpayer dollars into campaign coffers of political candidates who will do union leaders' bidding. State and local union leaders face little accountability, even though they have exacerbated the nation's academic crisis by closing schools with strikes across the country, eliminating after-school tutoring programs in Ohio, opposing science of reading training in Indiana, defending 3Qing in Minnesota, skipping school in California, and demanding a shorter school year in New Mexico. Union leaders' power has remained unchecked for far too long. Fortunately, states with strong leaders who aren't afraid to stand up to the unions and fight for students are embracing real solutions like expanding education freedom and robust literacy initiatives. And the federal government should support them by reducing federal burdens and holding unions accountable. Just this year, Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Indiana, Idaho, New Hampshire, and Wyoming created or significantly expanded existing school choice programs. 35 states now offer some type of education freedom option, 16 of them with universal eligibility, and close to 20 states offer parents education savings accounts, or ESAs. Enrollment in these programs has doubled from 2020 to 2025. And public school options, as we heard, are expanding as well, with 27 states allowing charter schools and 16 states offering strong cross-district open enrollment opportunities. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act established a dollar-for-dollar tax credit for individual contributions of up to $1,700 to scholarship granting organizations. This is a significant step in the right direction and could open up educational opportunities for millions of students. As you know, school choice enables families to choose the educational path that meets their child's individual needs, regardless of their zip code or income. It's a popular idea. 81% of voters in a January poll agreed that the U.S. should empower parents and prioritize individual students' needs by providing greater access and more choices. 74% of public school teachers polled in March support education savings accounts. Choice improves parental satisfaction as families find safe options that align with their values. And studies show that beneficiaries of education freedom reach higher levels of educational attainment and are more civically engaged. Public school students benefit in a competitive landscape that drives innovation and improved academic outcomes. The state-driven initiatives we're highlighting today don't rely on the U.S. Department of Education. President Trump and Education Secretary Linda McMahon are pursuing the right path as they reduce the department's dominant role, move power over education back to states, communities, and families, and work with Congress to disperse the department's programs and core funding to other federal agencies. As Tennessee Education Commissioner Lizette Reynolds recently told me, I'm excited about the opportunities that can be afforded to us through really giving and devolving education back to the states. The state of American K-12 education should be considered a national emergency. In too many places, our union-controlled and broken K-12 system is robbing children of the future they deserve. Resources and power must be returned to families and those closest to students, equipping them to make the best decisions for children, holding unions accountable, reducing federal burdens, and supplementing state education freedom programs with the federal scholarship tax credit are important steps forward. Thank you.